Hi everybody, my name is Victoria and I wanted to make this really quick video. I tend to struggle with overthinking a lot. I'm currently in my bathroom, so excuse the ventilation noise, but just know that you can just say stop. No matter what you are overthinking, if it's something religious-wise, if it's something to do with your future, if it's something that's going on right now, if it's something to do with your health, if you're overthinking, you can just say to yourself, stop. In your head, literally just say stop and put a pause on the overthinking. And that way you control your brain. You've got to learn to control your brain. That is so important. Just learn to control your brain and you're going to be so well off in life. Just learn to control that brain of yours. Be able to tell yourself stop when you overthink. Be able to calm yourself down every single time you overthink. One way that I tend to calm myself down, because I would struggle with extreme overthinking. So one way I would calm myself down is I would just close my eyes. Every time I overthink, I close my eyes and I say to myself, it's okay. You're literally just overthinking. Or I just say, stop. I either say that or I just say, stop. And altogether, just stop. And then when I stop overthinking, I literally start controlling this brain of mine. And I literally tell myself, stop. And I don't overthink. And anytime a little bit of that part of my overthinking comes in, I just start thinking about something else. Or I just put it behind me, just try to forget about it. So you have the power to control your brain, and that is so important if you want to succeed. If you want to succeed, have the power to control your brain. Control that brain of yours. You have got to control your brain. That is all that I can say. Learn to control your brain. Learn to do that. And if you are overthinking and this thing is not leaving you, journal. It's so good. I have, honestly, before I would never journal and I would think, how can this really work? But once I started journaling, as in like, when I'm overthinking, I write it down on paper. I just feel so, like, I just feel so just like ease. Because all my emotions are on paper. I can see all of my emotions clearly and I can analyze, how can I get rid of this? Because if it's all in your head and you're going through all these emotions in your head and you're individually analyzing it in your head, it's a little hard to do that. Write it down, analyze it on paper, and then put it into work. So I would say the best way to stop overthinking is tell yourself stop, control your emotions, and journal. Because it's the best thing you can do for yourself. Journaling is not lame. Journaling is getting to know yourself and figuring out your problems. Always journal. Whenever I have a problem, I write it down. Whenever I'm feeling sad, I write it down. Whenever I'm feeling angry, I write it down. Whenever I'm feeling happy, I write it down. Because every single emotion is temporary. So understand that. Just as much as sadness and anger is temporary, happiness is also temporary. And just never take anything for granted. Just because you're happy now doesn't mean that in a few seconds you will still be happy. Just whatever you believe in, because I believe in God. He will give you situations. And you've got to always remain humble. Always be humble. Always. Because all of the good stuff that you have got can be taken away from you like this. You don't understand how quickly it can be taken away from you. So, just focus, I would say. So anyway, just write things down, journal, tell yourself stop. And that's the best advice I can give you, to stop overthinking. Trust me, first start with journaling and then start with the stop method. And with the method of closing your eyes. I would say these are the 3 steps. First you journal, then you say stop. Then you close your eyes and say you're overthinking and calm yourself down. Really entwine with your energy. Really get into your energy and calm yourself down. Like, you're okay. Calm down. You're just overthinking. And just by saying that right now, I felt this ease go through my body. So another thing is, as I said, just tell yourself stop, and you will stop overthinking. So that's the best thing I can give you. And remember, when you are spiritual, you can really combine your religious beliefs, because that's spirituality. You can combine your religious beliefs with energy, with attraction, with attracting things. You can combine the two. That's something that I would overthink a lot, because I wouldn't understand how can I incorporate these two things into my life. And I would overthink and I would worry then, because I didn't know how to do something. But once you write that down on paper, all of your problems are just solved. You feel this weight off your shoulders and you come in with a clean mind into your problem and understand, and you can see so many things clearly. So stop overthinking, start journaling.